Welcome back to another video. I'm Road Dog Aid and we're going to have a talk about the new project car for the students. So as you know, we've got a new project car for the students and we're going to try and turn it into a budget track car. This will be one I'm hopefully going to do a couple of track days in. Now, it's not the most powerful car at the moment, but we're going to try and make it light. So we've had a look around it, we've had a quick look at it in a previous video, but let's have a little bit of a better look at it now and talk about it a little bit more. So it is filthy, there's no denying that. It's definitely going to need a lot of cleaning up, but it's not going to be one that we want to have immaculate. It's going to have its war wounds and its bumps and dents on it. As you can see, we're doing a lot for wildlife there. There's a lot of stuff growing in it, and the interiors are pretty much the same. Seat's not too bad, but it's got obviously a full interior in it, which will be coming out because we're going to strip it. We're probably only going to run the minimum inside. When I say the minimum, I mean we're not even going to run a dashboard. We're going to just have the clocks or a heads-up display, a heater box to clean the front windscreen if it gets moist and damp in there. So we're really going to try and make this as light as we can. We've got a few, well, actually we've got quite a bit of parts for it already to help it out, mainly from bits we've took off of Project D and the other donor ST. Let's take a look at some of the parts we've got to go on this car already. So as you can see, there's a bit of an array of parts there. We've got the John coilovers that were on Project D for 2 years before Bilstein kindly sorted us out with a set of B14s. We had no problems with these, so they're going to go on it. We've got a set of standard ST calipers and drilled and grooved discs for the front, so they'll definitely make the braking better. We've got front and rear ST anti-roll bars and standard ones, and a standard ST strut brace. We might upgrade these things in future, but at the moment we're just going to put them on because they're an upgrade from what's on it as it is. We have as well, which we bought for D but never got around to fitting, an AirTech Motorsport arch kit. These are slightly wider arches for a 5-door pre-facelift. We were going to try and put them on D, but it would have needed a lot more work because D's a facelift. So we kept them in stock, and as if by magic, we've got a 5-door pre-facelift car to put them on now. So yeah, that'll work. We're probably going to run the Snowflake alloys on it with D's old Yokohama 888R tyres. They've probably got, if I'm lucky, they've probably got one track day in them. So we'll have to see. We've got a standard ST spoiler, rear one, standard ST rear bumper, ST front bumper, grills, and also an ST little lip. We've also got a diffuser, small diffuser there. Just by stripping it out, we can save so much weight. Our good friend Ed Parr also donated us this, a racing seat and a subframe. So that'll help because it's going to save so much weight over a standard seat. But like I say, there's not going to be any seats in this hardly at all. Just going to have two because I want to take a passenger out on a track day. If we look in the back, like I said, it's all a standard car at the moment, but all of this will come out. So it's going to be properly stripped. We do want to put at least, we do want to put at least a half cage in it, just in case, but you know, roll cage like an airbag, something you never want to use. And with the rear bumper, we might not use the diffuser. Like I said, we've got a lot of thoughts about what we might and might not do. I have got a a cheap eBay style exhaust that I was going to put on this twin exit, or we were going to put on this for the students because it's a student's job. But I might not run it. We'd have to fabricate it to join the centre section, but as it's going to be a track car, if I can keep the noise levels down, because track limits have noise levels, I might run a side exit just because we can, and it's different. So I wouldn't rule out a side exit exhaust. So if we do that, we might cut away some of the rear bumper to stop it acting as a parachute, because you can catch air in the rear bumpers. So it's only 1.8 at the moment, like we said, so it's not going to be the most quickest car on track, but if we can make it lighter, it's definitely going to help. If we look under the dirty bonnet, that's what it looks like under here. There's still quite a bit of weight we can save under here as well, getting rid of unnecessary trim bits, airbox, smaller washer bottle. We'll relocate the battery in the boot for weight distribution, put a bit more weight in the boot, because obviously it's going to be all the weight on the front, because inside's going to have nothing. So we are going to try and squeeze as what we can out of the engine. We've got air filter for it. Obviously the exhaust will be full flow or free flowing, but going along the lines of maybe an engine swap, I'm thinking possibly about a swap I've not seen before. It all depends whether we can find the right donor vehicle, but I haven't seen the swap done before. I've not seen any Focuses with this engine in it, and it is a Ford engine, and hopefully it's one that we'll be able to swap with the students without too much trouble. So I'll need a complete donor car again, but we'll just have to see. I'm not going to say too much on it. There has been a few clues in some of my other videos as to what it might be, but we'll see. I don't want to say too much because I might not be able to get a car, but failing that, we could always put a 2 litre in it and put it on throttle bodies or something like that. Even if we get the donor vehicle that I want, we'll still put that on throttle bodies, because that's going to sound amazing. But it won't be an ST, and it won't be a Focus ST engine going in it, that's for sure. We've done that. Why do we want to do it again? We don't. So that's it. Like I said, we've got lots of bits for it, lots of work for the students to be going on with, lots of stripping it out and getting rid of any parts that we don't want, which is quite mostly the interior. So from there, we'll then start building it up. We've got to do a clutch. I've got a clutch kit for it now, because the clutch is knackered. I've got a broken coil spring as well, but the John coilovers will fix that. So September is when we'll start on the work. It'll be stripping it down and cleaning it up mainly, doing the clutch first. No point putting the front bumper on. We'll take all the front end off, make it easier to just walk the clutch out. There might be another comeback this September as well. I'm not going to say too much again until I know for definite, but keep your eyes peeled on this channel, and we might be bringing something else back. Long overdue, and it'll be good. So keep your eyes peeled. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me waffle on again. See you soon.